How's it going, everyone? My name's Aiden. Welcome back to today's 287 of Post by Connor's channel. Back in the journey once again. Hopefully, you all are having such a great Wednesday today and another day in the week. Of course, we are back halfway through the week. 2 more days until the weekend. Let's keep on going, keep on pushing. And with that being said, today's message that I want to talk about is let the heart lead and use your brain to protect. But before we get into today's message, let's talk about the day real quick. Didn't really do anything other than wake up, work on a presentation, go to class. It was a nice rest day from the gym. Pretty much the only thing I look forward to doing is playing Marvel Rivals with the boys and going on a run tomorrow. Gotta clear my head, get all nice and ready for this week. So, yeah, but let's just get back to today's message. Let your heart do the leading and use your brain for protecting. First off, I want to say before I even start this video, before I even start talking about this, shout out to my boy Steven. For the last week, he has been helping me a lot with my mindset, with, really kind of understanding things from a different perspective. And why this is even the title of a video is because of him. All of last week, I was having a really, really hard time. I was having, troubles with grief, troubles with kind of just being myself, learning self-love again. And one of them is making decisions. I won't get into too much detail about why, but let's just say it's about the lovely lady I've mentioned about before. And, my mind was at an uncertainty. Because the thing is, I think us humans, we kind of let our head decisions get mixed up with what our heart wants. And so when you kind of allow those two to kind of collide, you can make a thing of like uncertainty going on because you're feeling two different ways about two different things. And to make a long story short about this lovely lady, I've been working on myself for the last 3 months. I think I've talked about that a lot here on this channel. And, you know, I crave a relationship. I'm going to be honest. I crave a relationship. I crave being with her. But the thing is, I'm so unsure because, there's a lot that's going on in my life, grad school, job opportunities. There's just so much that's happening. And, sometimes I'm just still even uncertain on what's right for me. You know, as much as my heart wants relationship, my head is just, telling me like, hey, like, you know, there's some things that we got to work on. But I feel like that's why I've been working on. But pretty much what I've kind of conceptualized from what Steven told me, he said, Aiden, sometimes you got to let the heart lead and use the brain to protect yourself. When we make decisions, I feel like we normally make them from our head because that's the fastest way we think about it. But really, you should listen to what your heart wants. Listen to what your gut's telling you. If your gut's telling you to go shoot that shot, shoot it. If your gut's telling you that this is a great idea and that, this is going to make you successful, do it. Because let me tell you something. There is nothing better than feeling amazing in your own body, knowing that, your gut and your heart are telling you to make a decision. I think we should listen to what our heart wants more instead of our head. We think about 60, 100 to like a million thoughts a day. Some of those thoughts tend to stick. It can ruin our mindset, ruin our perception, ruin our visions and the way that we look at things. And so we always just think that our head's right. Our head is always telling us the truth. That's not it. Sometimes you have to allow your heart to lead the decision and let your brain protect yourself from everything around it. In this case scenario, I am, feeling that I'm ready for something, but my brain is trying to protect me from, getting hurt again. because I've always been so uncertain and I hate it. Not that I've been uncertain this whole entire time I talked to her. Like when I was talking to her, it was great. We're just on no contact, and now I feel like uncertain. I feel confused about what's going on. But really, you should let your heart lead the decisions that you make, and let your brain be the thinking bubble around it. Don't let your head control your thoughts, because your head can make up so many things, and when you allow it to do that, the imagination is endless. In a bad way. In a good way, it can really do something for you, but in a bad way, it's not good. So, not all the time you should let your head make the decisions. Instead, allow your heart to do so. You got to listen to your gut and you got to listen to your heart, because, the head is not the way to go all the time. So, with that being said, guys, hope you all have such a great rest of the evening. And remember to take care of yourself. Use every matter, and I will see you all tomorrow. Take care.